I just want to share a success story from my client base. A lovely lady who was unfortunately made redundant from her organisation, and she has successfully secured new employment within 3 months of that redundancy. So, that is an excellent outcome by any measure, particularly at the moment because the market is incredibly flat. What was particularly interesting and unique about this particular client is she almost applied for zero advertised job roles. Everything she did was based on her personal network, and she really worked it. So every week her focus was on connecting in with her network, connecting in with people she'd worked with in the past, connecting in with past bosses, employers, reaching out to them, telling them that she was available. Now, she did go to them with a very compelling value proposition, so she did a little bit of soul searching to get that VP very tight. And when she went out, reached out to people, she asked for their advice. She also requested their time in terms of some form of a virtual or in-person meeting. And she was just diligent. So every week, every day, she was reaching out to somebody from the network. And it was fascinating because she just did not have to apply for a single role. Through this process, she got into roles, into opportunities, and was presented with options. She did also register with a couple of strategic headhunters, and those executive search firms did have briefs that were not advertised, that were very confidential, usually because there was an incumbent in the position, so there was someone serving in the role. So it wasn't widely advertised, it wasn't widely known that these roles were available. So in the end, she secured a fabulous role, very happy with her career outcome. It was a quick recruitment process from beginning to end and very successful. And it just goes to prove that, you know, if you've got the power of your network, and people often don't use it to the maximum capacity, people maybe feel embarrassed. There's no embarrassment in looking for new work. There's no embarrassment in having lost your job or the company restructured or reorganized. There's no embarrassment. So there's no harm. There's absolutely no downside in reaching out to people. What's the worst they can say? I'm too busy to meet with you, or they might refer you to someone else in their network. The complete opposite always happens. People are very willing to give their time, their support, to assist. And even if that individual didn't have a role within their own company, some of them considered creating a role around this individual, and others referred that individual to other people in their network who they knew were looking for employees. So it's a fascinating concept. It just proves to me time and time again, it's the unadvertised job market that you need to be tapping into. And throughout your corporate life and your corporate career, you must make effort and make an investment in your business network, keeping in touch with colleagues from the past, staying present and active on, tools like LinkedIn, because, that comes back in kind when you need help and support and you need to go to market for a new opportunity. It'll be the network that assists ultimately to create a really easy, simple transition into new employment.